As per usual, if you're used to coming here, everything's been through the chute, been preg checked, been unchecked, all the work's been done on them. Going to start off on some really, really top shelf cows.
Just give me 3,000, not a 3, I done 3,000, not a 3, 3, 3, that on 3,000, not a boys, she'll fit the first stone in anybody's barn, 2, here we go.
We run Oberholtzer dairy cattle and auctions here in Loyal, Wisconsin, specializing in selling dairy cattle, but also selling feeder cattle, all classes of livestock.
19, and they have it all done. Sold the good cow, $1,900.
There's been people that have sat here, and when I'm on the block selling and you see a grown dad crying in the stands as you're selling his cows, that's not an easy day for them or for the auction staff.
Talk about a cow tailor-made to milk. Boys, which one's prettiest depends who's looking, but I know which one's my pick.
92 a day, 4,910.
Whoop, here, all right, we go there. 3,500, come swinging. Down 3, down 3,000, down 3, 3, 3, down there. I don't know if we've seen a better cow hit this ring than today.
We originally grew up milking cows about 10, 12 years ago. We started buying and selling some cows. That developed into running a livestock barn. The dairy sale, it varies from week to week, but it'll probably run from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and then we'll sell some fat steers.
$75 done. Sold $1,250, $425. You're gonna like that heifer.
There's a lot of sellers that they've farmed for 20, 30, 40 years, and they're very attached to their cows. There's some sellers that you feel bad for them when they leave, that here was their whole livelihood and now it's dispersed. It's a pretty big change for them. They've gotten up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go milk their cows for the last 40 years, and tomorrow morning they're still going to wake up at 5 o'clock and the barn's going to be empty. Some of these touch home. I mean, they are families that have lost loved ones, whether it's a farming accident, lost a brother to cancer.
11.75, and there to 7.85, down 12, down $12, down quarter, and down 12, and then quarter,
As far as the sale process itself, the cows will come in the morning of the auction. The farmers will bring them in. Some farmers hire a professional trucker to bring them in. We'll brush them up, clean them up to the best of our ability, do health and soundness checks on them.
15, 15, go. 15.
Myself as an auctioneer, my job when I'm selling is to work for the seller. So I will drive for the highest dollar I can get for the seller, and still there I can't. Everything I recommend has to be honest, or people aren't going to believe it, aren't going to come back. So the sale process on the good cows, they might be in the ring for 45 seconds. It's a fairly fast-paced process.
They don't need a print, they don't need, and now 1,700, they don't need a print, they don't need, they don't need a print, and the boys are diamonds in the rough. The genetics are there, the udders are good.
To some extent, we as dairy farmers are our own worst enemies. If the price goes up, we produce more. If the price goes down, we produce more. If the price goes up, we produce more to create more income. If the price goes down, we produce more to create more cash flow to offset the fact that it went down. So it becomes a kind of a vicious circle.
It's gotta be half now. Hit 10, 50, at 10 quarter, 10 half, and then 50, here, then 10 a quarter, 10 and a half, sold 10 and a quarter, 166 the buyer.
Farmers have a huge impact on what the cost of your food is. If everyone quits raising beef or quits producing milk on their farm, and there's a limited supply of it, supply and demand is going to get way out of whack. Your price is going to go up. For us, it's better when milk price is higher, but on the other hand, there's less cattle that get sold when milk price is high because the farmer is making money. So they try to hang on, try to stay in business more so. So there's advantages and disadvantages to being in when it's good or in when it's not as great.
1750 at 17, now 18 bar, and now 18, 19, 19, put a top on them here and there, and wheel of cow, at 19, now 2, that on there, and 2 up here and there, and 2, that on there, and $2,000, at 19, and 2, that 1, and I 1, you're still out, Sean, 21, and then 21, and 21, and 1, at 2,021, 1 here and 21, sold the cow way up high, $2,000. She goes to $450.
Please go to MilwaukeePBS.org/dairy for much more on our continuing coverage of Dairyland in distress.